each of the members present. At this time, we have our county attorney, Andrew Williams. We have board member, Amy Pennant, and I'm chairing Andrea Kerr. And we expect to have a third member joining us shortly who's been taught to the board. Notice, so supervisor elections, notice publication, please.
For statute 102, 141, 2B, notice was placed on our website, and physical notice was placed on the building.
Thank you. I'll look for a motion to adopt the 8/18/2026 meeting minutes.
Motion.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Hearing none opposed, it passes unanimously. At this time, I'll read the meeting decorum and policies. All members of the board and public are asked to silence their cell phones during meetings with the canvassing board. We respectfully request that discussions amongst the audience be kept to a minimum so as not to disturb the board. There will be a specific time or agenda item during each meeting for public comment. Members of the public who wish to speak must fill out a form, a comment request card, and turn it into our attorney prior to the opening of public comments. All comments should be reserved for that time or agenda item. All reasonable efforts will be made to allow enough time to address any members of the public who wish to be heard. A record is kept of these proceedings, therefore members of the public will be asked to identify themselves for the board and the meeting minutes before speaking, and speaking is limited to 2 minutes. It is important that this process be open and transparent to the public, and so you are welcome and encouraged to be present to observe and participate at the appropriate times. However, any behavior that the board deems disruptive to its duties may result in removal from the meeting. Most importantly, Florida Statute 101.5614 states that any supervisor, deputy supervisor, canvassing board member, election worker, or other person authorized to observe canvassing who releases information about votes cast or election results before the close in that county commits a third-degree felony. With that, I will turn the gavel over to the chair. Judge Bowie?
You're doing
Welcome.
such an excellent job.
Welcome.
Thank you. Okay, and so we are at the ballot cures duplication of provisional ballots, provisional review.
We are.
Okay, and I will turn it over to the supervisor's elections.
Tonight we have 1 duplicated ballot for us to review and accept, 29 provisional ballots, 0 tier 2 cures, and 211 uncured ballots to review and take action on.
Okay.
So if
We need to.
one person escort
Okay.
to the vault.
Who am I following?
To the vault.
I can actually take you to the vault.
Okay.
Strange weather tonight.
Yeah, you just reminded me. My husband was sitting on the side of the road with a flat tire the last time I spoke to him.
Oh, goodness. I think weather was like pretty good for auction day.
Yeah, thank God
I guess we
this
don't-
happened
so thankful for
Tuesday.
that.
Okay, so ballot for duplication.
That is the end.
truck has a flat tire at 146. We are using AAA. We sat there for 2 hours and I didn't come. So we called me and thank you. I just thought, thank you. This one, the other one's on the meeting. So it's
Thank you. It's a big case, one
Probably
ballot.
need to turn the television, right? Can you see?
That's it.
And this is a
This is
duplicate.
a duplicated ballot for senator. There was an extra mark.
And yes, I see it. And just slide all the way up, both. Okay, it looks good.
Okay. That is it. We are done with duplication for the
Primary.
for the primary.
It's almost like when the last tooth falls out, your baby tooth falls out of your kid's head.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
and then read the provisional ballot.
Yeah, let me.
We have 3 provisional ballots from early voting. I am not going to put it on the screen because it identifies voter information. But for the record, what I will do is I'll state the voter ID and then I will explain the issue.
Slide that way.
Thank you. We had voter 112-898-836 had 3 spoiled ballots when they went to vote on a specific date. We attempted to have them vote on the express vote and they ended up spoiling that ballot as well. Did not vote any of those 3. After that date, this voter went to 3 different locations and tried to vote again. Hadn't voted the first time. All of it, you only get 3 ballots per election. Attempted to show up at 3 different early voting sites and vote, and finally one location said we can take a provisional. So this would be considered the 4th ballot that the person cast. And if you would like my recommendation, according to the statute, we cannot accept it because statute says you're only allowed 3 ballots.
And this is the 4th.
This is the 4th one.
Do we need to make a motion so that it's not,
Do we have a statutory reference for the record? Andrew?
And I didn't bring my statute book.
I can take a look at that. If you guys give me a few
Can you
minutes.
go grab,
Is that sure?
we do. I was not ready for that question. That's okay. what is the, do you know off the top of your head, the provisional ballot statute?
Are we looking for the provisional ballot statute, Matt? Supervisor? 101.048.
11048. I would skip there. Okay. And so for provisional ballots, or are you asking for the limitation on how many ballots a
Yes.
person can have? Okay. Jason, do you know what that statute is on the issuance of ballots?
And so the question is, canvassing board is, an individual was dropping off provisional ballots. They had 4. And the question is, was that acceptable? Can they accept the ballots? All right, you might have to give me a few minutes.
1016952. It's not a vote by mail, so that is not.
But it really wouldn't be the provisional ballot because you are saying that a voter is only entitled to 3 ballots.
Correct.
Period. So
Correct.
it's not necessarily a provisional ballot.
Well, they voted a
They
provisional.
voted a provisional ballot, but the
Yes.
reason that they voted was because they had already spoiled 3.
Correct.
So I don't know if it would necessarily be under the provisional
Correct.
ballot statute. That is the thing.
And I'm trying to get to that statute.
Is there a statute?
There is a
regarding that?
statute that describes how many ballots one person can get, and I think that's.
All right. So I'm going to read the statute canvassing board from my phone because the statute's from 2025, and I don't know anything about that.
What's the statute number?
Oh, 101.5608, voting at the polls procedures. Andrew Lanius for the record. 101.5608, voting at the polls procedures. 2B, I'm going to read this. Any voter who spoils his or her ballot or makes an error may return the ballot to the election official and secure another ballot, except that in no case shall a voter be furnished more than 3 ballots. If the vote tabulation device has rejected a ballot, The ballot must be considered spoiled and a new ballot must be provided to the voter unless the voter chooses to cast the rejected ballot. The election official, without examining the original ballot, shall state the possible reasons for the rejection and provide instruction to the voter pursuant to 101.5611. A spoiled ballot must be preserved without examination in an envelope provided for that purpose. Does that answer your question, canvassing board?
It does. Thank you.
The 3 spoiled ballots are here. And the third attempt of trying to vote in early voting, they just allowed her to do a provisional so that she didn't keep going from location to location.
Okay.
Motion to approve the denial.
Okay,
Is there a second?
second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing no opposition, the motion carries. The provisional ballot will not be accepted.
And I will pass it down so that you can sign in your office. The next one is voter 107-668-159, did not have a voter ID with them, so they vote provisional, and then we research and we provide signature copies here. They have signed on the document. This is the voter signature right here, and this is the signature from the voter registration file, and we can accept or deny based on the review of the signature.
I would accept it.
I would accept it as
Accept
well. The last one, we could not locate a registration in our system, in the state system. The voter wrote on the comment that they registered through the DMV. We looked through the DMV and the mark is not checked in the DMV record that they registered from the DMV. So my recommendation is not to accept the vote because they were not registered by book close on our.
Okay.
Move to deny.
Okay, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing none, motion carries.
Okay.
Did we need a motion to accept that one or no?
Yeah, I don't remember doing that.
We did it. So since I'm just,
I'll motion to accept the voter that did not present ID at registration.
Second.
and that has been moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. That ballot will be accepted.
Okay. If you give me another bucket. Okay. Voter 134655096 registered to vote on 8/4/2026. However, book closing according to the state of Florida is 7/20/2026. So they did not meet the deadline to register in the state database. We did a search. They were not registered in another county. They were not registered at a different precinct. This was a new registration to the state of Florida, so my recommendation is to not accept the ballot because they were not registered by book closing.
I move not to accept it.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? We're hearing no opposition, motion carries. The ballot will not be accepted.
So I will describe, Florida law says you have to be a registered voter in a party or nonpartisan, however, with your party chosen by July 20th, 2026. So that affects many of these. This person, 107-656-630, showed up at the appropriate polling location, however, is registered as a Democrat and wanted to vote as a Republican. Because they did not change their registration prior to vote closing, I recommend we not accept the ballot.
I move not to accept the ballot.
Second?
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries, and the ballot will not be accepted.
Voter 124-342-083 is a registered NPA and requested to vote a Democrat ballot. So we provided Democrat ballot based on the same discussion. Voter, I would recommend not accepting the ballot because they did not have their party changed by the closing date.
I move not to accept the ballot.
Second?
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, the motion carries. It will be not accepted. Ballot not accepted.
Ballot not counted.
Voter 107-829-023, voters registered as an NPA, voted an NPA ballot, and then came back and requested to vote a Democrat ballot because they wanted to vote for the governor. So they had already voted, attempted to vote a second ballot because they wanted to vote for specific races. My recommendation is we do not accept the ballot because the voters already voted.
One ballot or both ballots?
First ballot has already been cast and counted. This is the second ballot that the voter came back. When you come back and you try to check in, the system tells you that the person's already voted, so they allowed her to vote provisional, training opportunity, but also could have been a situation where the voter demanded it, and so the voter has already cast a ballot in this election, and so I recommend we not accept the ballot.
Is there a motion?
I'm happy to recommend that we not accept the ballot, and I'd also ask the attorney, is there not a rule against a citizen trying to vote twice?
Chairman, I do think that.
Pretty sure I just saw one, and
Yeah.
I searched for the other.
I do think that could be some sort of criminal conduct. That's not my expertise, but I do think that might be
So is there a
problematic.
second? Yeah.
And I'll get with the staff on how to handle that moving forward.
I
Yeah,
second.
if we follow up on that to determine.
It has been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing none, the ballot will not be accepted.
This voter voted at the incorrect precinct. Florida law requires you to vote at your correct precinct on election day. So my recommendation is not to accept the ballot.
So that ballot does not count because they were at the wrong precinct, even
Correct.
though they were a registered voter.
Correct.
Okay.
And they weren't turned away.
They demanded to vote provisional. They did not want to go to their other.
Got it. I recommend that we deny the vote.
Is there a second?
Second.
It has been moved in second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Hearing none, the ballot will not be, motion carries, the ballot will not be accepted.
107-929-523.
112-807-953, registered at precinct 34, voted at precinct 33. I recommend that we not accept the ballot because they voted at the wrong precinct.
I move that we not accept the ballot.
And so there's second?
Second.
It has been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries, the ballot will not be accepted. Yeah.
Voter 119-231-447, registered at precinct 26, voted in precinct 33, and the voter also did not sign the envelope, which is a requirement of when doing a provisional ballot. And so my recommendation is not to accept the ballot because they voted at the wrong precinct.
I move not to accept the ballot.
Is there a second?
Second,
Moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, the motion carries, ballot is not accepted.
110-093-756, registered as an NPA and requested to vote as a Democrat. And this also was at the incorrect precinct. Person was registered at precinct 56 and voted at precinct 51. So my recommendation is to not accept the ballot for those two.
I move not to accept the ballot.
Second?
It's been moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries, the ballot will not be accepted.
121-600-419, registered as an independent in precinct 51, voted as a Democrat in precinct 56, and I recommend we not accept the ballot based on those two.
I move not to accept the ballot.
Second?
It's been moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries, the ballot will not be accepted.
In canvassing board, I can follow up with that, the issue about the possibility of somebody voting twice in the same election, but I can do it a little bit later. depending on
Please,
when-
let's,
Yeah,
let's
we're on
do
a
it,
rhythm.
When you're ready.
Yes, we'll give you an opportunity at a later time during the meeting.
130129683, registered in precinct 53 as a Democrat, voted at precinct 57. I think with a different ballot style too. No, just wrong precinct, voted in the wrong precinct. So my recommendation is to not accept the ballot based on that issue.
Move to decline the ballot.
Second?
It's been moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries, the ballot will not be accepted.
107-631-210, voter is a registered Democrat, requested to vote as a Republican. Recommend not accepting the ballot based on party.
Move to
Wrong
decline
party.
the ballot.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries, ballot will not be accepted. The ballot will be declined.
107-725-344 is registered as a Democrat and voted a Republican ballot. So my recommendation is not to accept based on that information.
Move to decline the ballot.
Is there a second?
Second?
It has been moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries, the ballot will be declined.
Okay. Voter 131-635-644 is registered at precinct 25 and requested to vote at precinct 66. So my recommendation is not to accept that based on voting at the wrong precinct.
Move to decline the ballot.
Second?
It's been moved in second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries, ballot will be declined.
130-366-236. Voter just needed an address change from Orange County to Seminole County, which is okay because they were registered by the book closing date. However, they were registered as an NPA and requested to vote a Democrat ballot. So my recommendation is to not accept the ballot because they voted with the wrong party. Cannot change your party after the book closing date.
Move to decline the ballot.
Second?
It's been moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing none, motion carries,
Okay.
the ballot will be declined. Thank you.
Those were easy ones. Okay. Voter 131-128-334, the address was changed from precinct 38 to precinct 3. According to state statute, you have to be registered within the state by book closing. If you move within the county, you can still vote. We had, this is an educational opportunity for one of our locations. They could have just moved the voter and allowed them to vote, but they asked them to vote provisional. So I would recommend that we accept this ballot.
I move to accept the ballot.
Second?
It's been moved in second. Motion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries, and the ballot will be accepted.
You need the number?
Would you repeat it?
Yes, 131-128-334.
Thank you.
We have an eye signal.
Gotcha. 123-168-148. The voter did not provide an ID at the location. We have the signature on the provisional ballot. We have signatures attached to the record. I will pass them down to you. I do recommend that we accept it based on the signature review from the staff. There's multiple in here.
Where's their signature? No, this theirs. Right,
There you go.
Yes.
because
I'm
that,
like,
that
I'm
is
not
already-
What's happening here? Thank you.
I'm like, that doesn't look right.
I would move to approve.
Okay. I second.
All in, motion has been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, the motion carries. The vote will be approved.
Okay. 107-846-661. Voter did not provide ID. They provided a signature on the form. I have it the right way up. The voter. I recommend we accept the ballot based on a signature review from the office.
Yep, I would move to approve it.
Is there a second?
Second.
It has been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, it is, motion carries. That ballot will be accepted.
Voter 107-713-848 did not provide signature ID at the polls. However, we have signature on the provisional ballot along with signatures from the file, and so I recommend accepting it based on signature review of the staff.
I would move to approve it.
Is there a second?
Second.
It has been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, the motion carries. The ballot will be accepted.
Voter 131-779-068 was part of the training and learning experience. We have a voter that moved here from St. Lucie County. Welcome to Seminole County. Should have been just allowed to move in the address change and vote regularly, but the staff asked them to vote for, or the election workers asked them to vote provisional. I recommend that we accept the ballot.
I move to accept the ballot.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. The ballot will be accepted.
Voter 130-277-980 needed an address change from precinct 29 to 69. I recommend we accept the ballot based on approved
Move to
legal.
accept the ballot.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. Ballot is approved.
Voter 107-726-557 just needed an address change to precinct 69 from precinct I don't have have the other precinct, but we verified that the voter was in county. It was just from one precinct to another. And so I recommend that we accept the ballot.
Move to accept the ballot.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. Ballot will be accepted.
Voter 129722054 just needed an address change from Orange County to Seminole County, Precinct 69. We, I recommend that we accept the ballot.
Move to accept the ballot.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, ballot will be, motion carries, but, ballot will be accepted.
At voter number 127256424 did not provide ID at the polling location. I recommend accepting the ballot based on signature review of the staff.
I'm good with it as well. Move to approve.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. Ballot will be accepted.
107659902 did not provide ID at the location. I recommend accepting based on signature review of the staff.
I move to approve.
Second.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries, and the ballot has been approved.
Voter 120492601 did not provide ID at the polling location. I recommend we accept the ballot based on signature review of the staff.
I move to approve the ballot.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Motion carries. Hearing no opposition, the ballot will be approved or accepted.
Last one, voter did provide a driver's license, however, it was expired. Signature on the provisional ballot does match the ballot, the voter registration signature, and so I recommend we accept.
Move to approve.
Second. It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. The ballot will be approved.
107831221.
Thank you.
Okay.
So next we have cures, and our cures have been all of them.
The first member is twice. They told me resolution. Or somebody voted no.
Oh, they did, several did. That was the 1128986.
So we have 3.
9, 8, 9, 6. Because nobody's doing anything. That one. This is going to have to be its own minute section. Is it? I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes.
In the future.
Our goal is to have teams in there processing the ballots that we accept. So, yes, if you would. But our goal is to do the final upload and certification tonight.
Okay.
So,
And these are cures?
these are cures that we did not receive response back from the voters.
Okay.
So our job tonight is to, we have approximately 211 to go through and we have no other option but to reject them, but we have to formally reject them.
Okay.
And I think I need Jason's guidance just because I don't know that I need to sit and read every single,
Yeah, let's ask the question.
so I'm going to,
Maybe just the number.
Yeah.
For the cure process, do I need to read the voter number?
okay. Wait, these did provide kids. This is the,
This is the one the lady did not provide her, this is.
Oh.
Yeah, she did.
yeah, okay.
This is the.
So this voter 126833903 provided an affidavit and a ID that does not meet the list of the 10 IDs.
Oh, the ID does not.
The ID does not. It is not a governmental issued ID. and
What
so-
is that? A bar association.
What is it?
Is
It's
that?
not the government.
The 10 IDs, Jason, do we have that list?
We have it,
Somewhere.
yeah.
This is for tier 1.
Yes.
Yes.
It must have a Florida driver's license, a Florida identification card issued by the DMV, United States passport, a debit or credit card, military identification, student identification, retirement center identification, neighborhood association identification, public assistance identification, or veteran health identification card issued by the United States Department of Veteran Affairs, a license to carry concealed weapon or firearm issued pursuant to statute 79006, an employee identification card issued by any branch, department, agency, or entity of the federal government, the state government, county, or a municipality.
I move to deny.
I second.
It's been moved in second to deny based on the the voter not presenting valid ID, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
it's been moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? No opposition, motion carries, and
Can you have, can you
ballot
have
was
him
not
come
properly
turn this
cured.
on? Because I don't,
Yeah, they're doing this.
so the ballot will not be accepted.
okay.
Motion carries.
And you want it above the signature line? Is that,
That would be fine, yes. You can go a little higher speed just to make sure.
well, then I'm crossing off.
You
Where
can go
would you
this
like
way.
it?
So this is good.
Right
Yep,
here?
that's perfect.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. I don't want to accidentally
Yeah,
broadcast.
and are we also signing?
Yes, you are signing on.
The sticker, right?
The sticker, yes. Can you,
This is the one from the agenda, the canvassing wanted to see the
okay,
picture updated.
okay, so this is from our agenda. The ID does not match, Lourdes. It's a different ID, so maybe.
pulled that one already.
Probably.
Yeah, I think he did. but I
Okay,
don't know.
need to pull the, oh, don't let her go far, because there's a question. This one is a cure.
Yes, didn't sign,
Oh,
just the name.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't go far, because I've got more.
That's tier
Tier
2.
two.
That one,
Does not provide.
no, it's, the ID is there, but it was faxed, so,
Okay, so
you
these
wanna
don't
see
have,
that?
and these don't have any.
They do, but, one has like a digital signature,
Okay,
and one is a faxed, ID that you can barely see. So,
okay. Thank you for your grace, Commission Board, I'm so sorry. Okay, voter ID 131-119-069, provide a cure and a cure affidavit, however, did not sign the cure affidavit. So for that reason, I recommend we not accept the cure.
Move to decline the cure.
Second?
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. The ballot will not be accepted as cured.
This is a tier. Voter number 126796924 provided a cure affidavit and an ID and faxed it, and we cannot identify.
Move to decline the cure.
Second.
Moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. The cure will not be accepted.
Voter number 127818856.
I'm sorry, can we just go back to this
Yes.
one? And the reason why, because we could not identify the address, the right, because you can see a signature, you just can't verify his address.
Yes.
And we need to verify his address.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Thank you. Lourdes, can you explain this one? I'm sorry.
Sure.
We did not get a cure and then signature.
That was from kind of the first rejections, and I was instructed to, when we get the cure, that the canvassing wanted to see it,
Oh, but we wanted to see the,
just the cure affidavit.
yeah. Is that what you just took?
This one is, no, this is this one, or
Okay.
that one.
And this is this one right here, so if you can find the cure.
No, this one is no cure. We never got a cure.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, no cure was
No cure.
received, and it was on our
Mhm.
pull list
Mhm.
from July 31st, so the recommendation is to reject it.
Move to reject it.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, because the motion carries, the ballot will be rejected.
So
as
what do you
not
want me
cured.
to mark as invalid signature? Okay.
I don't know if we read that number. Did we read that number?
127818856.
Thank you.
Yes.
Because it was already.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, just near the dogs.
On our August 17th meeting, we pulled a voter 107705841 to do a signature cure. We got the documents back, and so that's just a follow-up to let you know that that voter has been,
They presented the ID as well.
Yes.
The affidavit.
Yeah.
Yes.
To approve.
Is there a second?
second.
Moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. Voter, but I didn't think we needed to vote on that.
I don't, no, but it's okay.
Okay, it's been
fine.
approved.
I know, it was like more
automatic.
votes, Judge, more the better.
Yes, it's digital signature.
So this is the one. we just-
That was approved.
Yes,
Not-
yeah, you can take that.
Okay.
Voter 100894763, we requested a cure. They responded and provided a digital signature on the affidavit, which we cannot accept, so my recommendation is to not accept the cure.
Move not to accept the cure.
Second,
It's been moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. Ballot will not be accepted as carried.
Is that Amanda?
I think it's a claim. I hope it's a claim.
might be a claim. Voter number 125500031 provided a cure affidavit and an ID, two IDs that were illegible,
With no
Cannot-
legible address.
address or signature, and so I recommend that we not accept the cure. Do you want to look at it
Decline.
before? Do you want to look at it before?
I can see it since it's not closed.
This has been moved to decline. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. Ballot will be declined.
Okay. Second, last one in this batch, which, um, one 116918562 is a tier 2 cure. The voter sent in her cure affidavit and sent in proof of residency, and our recommendation is to accept the ballot. Correct. On that one. Yeah. But you validated the address.
And is this digital?
That is from the voter registration
From the voter
system.
registration, so we didn't need that because it's here.
Yeah, when
Well, she
you,
did the cure. Did she do the affidavit as well?
yes, and it's behind the FPL document.
I'm
So when you
sorry.
do the cure,
Yeah,
that
and the
top
There it
affidavit.
is.
Okay,
Thank you.
we're good.
when you do the
Good.
cure, that top sheet
Move to
prints out.
approve.
Okay, so that can be,
Sticker.
Oh, she
you're
moved it.
accepting it. A second,
And all in, it's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Hearing no, any
Okay.
opposition?
so that can go straight into the tabulation room.
Hearing no
And all.
opposition, motion carries. The ballot will be approved. Are
Thank
you
you.
happy with that? Okay.
You need to keep that credit, right?
Yeah, you credit this one.
She credited
The
the first
only
time.
one that.
It was just
wasn't
two.
accepted? Okay.
Yes. And then I will take the next bucket. Hopefully we'll get in a better group.
And these are the ballots, mail-in ballots that,
The voters did not respond to.
Yes.
for cure.
Easy one of the hard ones.
Let's just go.
Let's just-
Yes,
It all looks
let's
hard.
get rid of this.
Didn't really get to motion, so the moving thing.
Oh,
Yeah, no, we can't do that.
okay, yes, this will go so much faster. Voter 123234208 did not respond and provide a cure. My recommendation is to reject the ballot.
Move to decline.
Second,
It's been moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries, ballot will be declined.
and is it okay while you're signing that I keep moving on? Okay.
Yes, please.
Voter 107684018. Voter was sent a request to cure. Voter was, did not respond. So
Move
my
to
recommendation.
decline.
Thank you. I just did it upside down. Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
We'll get it.
Aye.
Aye.
No, any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. Ballot will be declined.
Voter 131879361 requested a cure. Voter did not respond. Recommend rejecting the
Move to
ballot.
decline.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. Ballot will be declined.
112530303 requested a cure. Voter did not respond. Recommend declining the ballot.
Move to decline.
Second.
All in favor? I'm sorry, it's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Hearing no opposition, any opposition? I get it. Hearing no opposition, motion carries. Ballot will be declined.
Voter 119655808 requested a cure. No cure response. Recommend rejecting the
Move
ballot.
to decline.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. Ballot will be declined.
121624488 requested a cure. No cure response was received. Recommend rejecting the ballot.
Move to decline.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. Ballot will be declined.
107754024 no cure received.
Move to decline.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? No, hearing no opposition, motion carries. Ballot will be declined.
132504319 no cure received.
Move to decline.
Second.
Most been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. Can I make a friendly amendment?
Yes.
Basically, if we can just move to decline all of the ballots that came back that had no cure. Can we do that? And then you can just announce it, which one it is, and then we don't have to do the
You can
motion
just
each
keep reading
time.
the numbers.
I can just keep
Just
reading
do-
the numbers.
Right.
Okay. I'm
So-
good with that.
Can we just get a motion to decline all the ballots that did not receive a cure?
Motion.
Second.
It's been moved in second, so all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, all ballots that did not receive a cure will be declined.
Okay. 107852722
Did not receive a cure.
did not receive a cure. Thank you. Did not receive a cure. 124028779 did not receive a cure.
Keep going.
128083084 did not receive a cure. 107718257 did not receive a cure. 131631709 did not receive a cure. 102055548 did not receive a cure. 107715239 did not receive a cure. 117254748 did not receive a cure. 115584078 did not receive a cure. 125700344 did not receive a cure. 109521, strike that. 107952188 did not receive a cure. 117688573 did not receive a cure. 129167348 did not receive a cure. 132165534 did not receive a cure. 1343379 receive a cure. 124 receive a cure. And for the record, we sent staff to the post office about 30 minutes prior to the meeting to do one last mail run to make sure that 127-820-258 did not receive a cure. 134-213-486 cure. 108-629-334 did not receive a cure. 130-466-039 did not receive a cure. 132-238-284 did not receive a cure. 113-269-400 did not receive a cure. 115-859-962 did not receive a cure. 107-828-381 did not receive a cure.
If you want us to read some numbers off, we can too.
I'm doing all right so far.
Okay.
So far. 130-911-847 did not receive a cure. 107-795-304 did not receive a cure. I'm not recording you, Marie.
I'm just trying to.
You can go back and
Okay.
you can. 107-832-588 did not receive a cure. 131-616-139 did not receive a cure. 114-201-395 did not receive a cure. 118-199-271 did not receive a cure. 123-509-834 did not receive a cure. 123-722-075 did not receive a cure. 113-074-031 did not receive a cure. 132-426-672 did not receive a cure. 118-217-137 did not receive a cure. 105-872-977 did not receive a cure. 107-818-217 did not receive a cure. 107-784-381 did not receive a cure. 126-295-207 did not receive a cure. 113-359-025 did not receive a cure. You're going to dream about this tonight. 120-408-097 did not receive a cure. 126-237-498 did not receive a cure. 133-249-440 did not receive a cure. What's in the other bucket?
The other bucket is no signatures, and we also were after 5 and there are no more cures, so am I okay to take the last bucket of cures that if we receive cures and have that
Yes.
process? You got it.
Yes. 106-679. 106-677-936 did not receive a cure. 127-272-327 did not receive a cure. 107-737-577 did not receive a cure. 107-834-269 did not receive a cure. 130-483-942 did not receive a cure. 107-806-933 did not receive a cure. 107-755-309 did not receive a cure. 107-717-215 did not receive a cure. 119-831-157 did not receive a cure. 112-918-914 did not receive a cure. 107-739-404 did not receive a cure. 118-064-741 did not receive a cure. 129-280-819 did not receive a cure. 130-248-550 did not receive a cure. 125-387-004 did not receive a cure. Do you need me to slow down? 133-586-273 did not receive a cure. 115-393-787 did not receive a cure. 134-497-599 did not receive a cure. 117-851-809 did not receive a cure. 131-642-949 did not receive a cure. 107-726-588 did not receive a cure. 126-244-336 did not receive a cure. 132-441-045 did not receive a cure. 104-941-947 did not receive a cure. 107-904-729 did not receive a cure. 131-098-095 did not receive a cure. 107-667-347 did not receive a cure. 114-563-082 did not receive a cure. 125-924-108 did not receive a cure. 107-678-276 did not receive a cure. 107-841-219 did not receive a cure. 124-306-985 did not receive a cure. 128-582, sorry, starting over. 128-521-154 did not receive a cure. 107-768-201 did not receive a cure. 126-957-277 did not receive a cure. 107-642-583 did not receive a cure. 130-278-107 did not receive a cure. 127-926-297 did not receive a cure. Needs more. 127-094-294 did not receive a cure. 118-330-954 did not receive a cure. 132-578-120 did not receive a cure. 132-755-851 did not receive a cure. 127-992-015 did not receive a cure. Thank you for your help. 107-734-083 did not receive a cure. 107-799-333 did not receive a cure. 132-285-144 did not receive a cure. 115-958-285 did not receive a cure. 112-704-015 did not receive a cure. 126-416-051 did not receive a cure. 114-503-682 did not receive a cure. 130-666-957 did not receive a cure. 112-979-077 did not receive a cure. 132-582-623 did not receive a cure. 130-779-927 did not receive a cure. 106-669-416 did not receive a cure. 131-842-412 did not receive a cure. 107-661-138 did not receive a cure. 126-599-847 did not receive a cure. 120-079-369 did not receive a cure. 112-791-566 did not receive a cure. 107-952-662 did not receive a cure. 119-076-913 did not receive a cure. 128-164-354 did not receive a cure. 107-800-365 did not receive a cure. 130-322-564 did not receive a cure. 132-084-733 did not receive a cure. 128-576-971 did not receive a cure. 107-789-622 did not receive a cure. Do I need to stop or?
You can go ahead.
Okay. 128-975-229 did not receive a cure. 107-944-401 did not receive a cure. 109-033-019 did not receive a cure. 122-326-593 did not receive a cure. 125-510-597 did not receive a cure. 107-886-763 did not receive a cure. 107-905-399 did not receive a cure. 107-884-162 did not receive a cure. 107-753-306 did not receive a cure. 107-782-245 did not receive a cure. 117-350-767 did not receive a cure. 122-946-389 did not receive a cure. 125-401-380 did not receive a cure. 107-939-654 did not receive a cure. 127-275-910 did not receive a cure. 132-183-247 did not receive a cure. 107-947-005 did not receive a cure. 113-382-253 did not receive a cure. 107-774-459 did not receive a cure. 132, 128, 886 did not receive a cure.
I have a question.
Yes.
On this, are you checking other for
I was doing no
Illegal.
ID.
no ID?
Jason, what would you prefer?
Ma'am.
Or no signature?
No, invalid signature?
Yeah.
Yes, invalid
Okay.
signature.
Yes,
Good one.
I could have been checking these.
That's okay, I'll go back through them as I need. 107, 773, 777, no cure received. 107, 837, 625, no cure received. 125, 471, 850, no cure received. 107, 720, 043, no cure received. 104, 947, 252, no cure received. 102, 315, 351, no cure received. 131, 176, 536, no cure received. 107, 743, 405, no cure received. 107, 865, 415, no cure received. 107, 840, 598, no cure received. 107, 807, 966, no cure received. 120, 615, no cure received. 130, 851, 422, no cure received. 121, 921, 108, no cure received. 129, 892, 711, no cure received. 134, 329, 523, no cure received. 122, 820, 534, no cure received. 131, 188, 959, no cure received. 132, 719, 470, no cure received. 107, 861, 786, no cure received. This is the last file. 128, 383, 027, no cure received. 122, 799, 709, no cure received. 107, 853, 869, no cure received. 131, 175, 743, no cure received. 116, 876, 837, no cure received. 131, 035, 673, no cure received. 107, 758, 729, no cure received. 112, 894, 652, no cure received. 127, 021, 761, no cure received. 116, 452, 917, no cure received. 117, 084, 575, no cure received. 107, 937, 243, no cure received. 128, 486, 985, no cure received. 132, 415, 576, no cure received. 129, 388, 555, no cure received. 127, 856, 202, no cure received. 107, 636, 149, no cure received. 119-156-004, no cure received. 131-824-626, no cure received. 107-956-947, no cure received. That is it with the no cure received bucket.
You need your signature on all of them, your signature on part of
Yes.
them.
And then we have a small bucket of
No signatures
no signatures, meaning they didn't sign their ballot,
and no cures.
and no cures. Or they didn't sign their ballot envelope.
Easy. Initial registration. This one? Yes. Everything is just you. Just to her. Yeah. Yeah. And then her. Got it.
Jason, you can bring that bucket over. My signature on this. Thank goodness we have easy.
feeling a little bit like that. Yes.
And then my right eye started watering and I was, oh, this is not good. But I was trying,
I was wondering what this would be like in the meeting. Just a question.
Either of them. Crying because we're almost over with it.
I know Andrea was the other night with the eyelash.
With the eyelash.
I know.
So your signature keeps getting better and mine keeps getting worse.
Well, yeah. I don't know about that.
It's rare judges get complimented for their signatures, Supervisor.
Well, it was definitely better than mine.
That's the bottom one.
Yes. We're not done yet, but we're close. You can grab those.
And now these are.
These are voter no ballots where the voters did not sign the ballot,
Okay. And
which
so.
is required. We
Okay.
did request a cure, and we received no cure on all of these.
Okay.
So I'll make a motion that we decline the ballots that had no signatures, the mail-in ballots that had no signatures, where cure was attempted but not successful.
Is there a second?
Second,
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. Ballots will be declined.
Okay, so So do I need to, I'm gonna read through.
Yes, if for the record, if you
Okay.
just, yeah.
109, 279, 878, no signature, no cure. 114, 716, 964, no signature, no cure.
So this-
114,
No signature.
yeah. 114, 091, 011, no signature, no cure. 120, 162, 154, no signature, no cure. 119, 171, 378, no signature, no cure. That one stopped me. 107, 889, 824, no signature, no cure. 107, 774, 520, no signature, no cure. 107, 642, 925, no signature, no cure. 107, 688, 231, no signature, no cure. 122, 201, 481, no signature, no cure. 107, 655, 431, no signature, no cure. 107, 651, 443, no signature, no cure. 113, 232, 856, no signature, no cure. 114, 055, 676, no certificate, it was a U of Kava, no signature, no cure. 132, 858, 343, no signature. Signature, no cure, received.
That was a red, so it was not caught on the signature verification, but, so that's, this is a good,
Okay,
mm-hmm, yeah.
okay. 122, 027, 187, no signature, no cure. 107, 915, 976. No signature, no cure, returned it in their personal envelope. Happens a lot. 107, 737, 545, no signature, no cure. 107, 785, 552, no signature, no cure. 118, 341, 721, no signature, no cure. 112, 738, 950, no signature, no cure. And then we do have one ballot. The voter signed in red, so it was rejected. And we attempted a cure. We did not receive a response back, and so I will pass it down for your review.
The signature verification machine doesn't read red,
Red.
ink.
Mhm.
So, when we were like processing through the verification process, it showed us like no signature, but there's actually a signature. So, if you think it's a good signature,
Doesn't look like it.
I agree, does not match, so
We want to reject that because
signature
Invalid
different.
signature.
Invalid signature, we did attempt a cure and the voter did not respond.
okay.
I move to reject this ballot based on invalid signature and lack of cure.
Second.
Moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
No, any opposed? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. Ballot will be rejected as invalid signature. So do we have any other ballot cures or signature
We do not.
audit process updates?
We will be uploading our second unofficial results, and I believe we would like to certify the election tonight once those are updated, because we have processed all cures, all provisionals, we have processed all ballots as of, 2 minutes ago. We have processed the ballots that we approved through the canvassing board, so there are no more ballot processes to manage, so we can officially certify the results once we upload them.
Okay, so
So-
can we take a break?
We could take break, yes.
Okay. And we'll take a break.
Okay.
And when we do all that, then Andrew will we come back on, right? Okay, what you need to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna know.
loves me like you used to. Sometimes we're not ourselves, there's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. And I'll take some time, but I'll be alright. Moving on, we're moving on. I know times are
Attorney Lenius, you said you had something to address with the board?
Yeah, the board asked me a little bit earlier this evening to talk a little bit about a ballot in which I believe the canvassing were rejected. I believe that was ballot 107-829-023. My understanding is that the individual whose ballot was rejected, they had voted independently, in-person supervisor, or vote by mail?
In person.
In person. They left that day, whatever. Then at a later time, did they go back to the same location? Back to the same location, and they attempted to vote again, but not as an independent, with a Democratic ballot. My understanding is that staff sort of flagged that this person already voted, and person made some sort of demand, and the staff gave them a provisional ballot to be analyzed later by staff to make sure that it would be a good vote if it was analyzed by you guys. Is that about a good rendition of the facts?
Accurate.
All right. So, Florida Statute 104.18. I'm going to read the first few words, talk about it a little bit, and I'll read the full statute. It starts with 104.18, except as provided in section 101.6952, whoever willfully casts more than one ballot at any election commits a felony of the third degree. Now, Florida Statute 101.6952, supervisor, is vote by mail for absent, uniformed services, and overseas voters. Is that pertinent to this vote?
No.
So this person is not voting under that statute?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm going to read the full statute now. 104.18, casting more than one ballot at any election. Except as provided in section 101.6952, whoever willfully votes more than one ballot at any election commits a felony of the third degree, punishable as provided in 775.082, 775.083, or 775.84. In any prosecution under this section, the prosecution may proceed in any jurisdiction in which one of the ballots was willfully cast, and it is not necessary to prove which of the ballots was cast first. For purposes of this section, the term votes more than one ballot at any election means an occurrence of any of the following: voting more than once in the same election within a county located within the state, voting more than once in the same election by voting in two or more counties located in the state, voting more than once in the same county by voting in this state and in one or more other states or territories of the United States. Now, unfortunately, the term voting is not defined in that chapter. However, I looked in the dictionary, regular standard dictionary, and Merriam-Webster dictionary, and it defines voting as to cast or conduct a vote. So, I believe that, whether I'm not a criminal attorney, I'm not an expert in voting law, but I do believe that as the situation has been presented to the board, this conduct might need to be analyzed by the proper authorities, whoever that would be, whether that's a local state attorney's office or that's a state agency. This person did vote properly. They then came back. They attempted to vote. They were essentially rejected, and then they were provided a secondary option of a provisional ballot. They filled that out, and they handed it as if that was the first time they were voting with a provisional ballot. So they voted naturally the first time. Second time, they filled out a brand new ballot as a provisional ballot and handed it in as everybody else who would hand in a provisional ballot. So I do think that's conduct that needs to be analyzed in accordance with that statute by the proper authorities. If the board were to direct me, I will get with staff, figure out the best way forward regarding how to get this conduct analyzed by the proper authorities. Similarly, I don't think whether or not you direct me to do that, I think staff can do that on their own. I don't know if that would be pertinent for their responsibilities. I would, of course, offer my assistance if they help me. But it does seem like this conduct does need to be looked at by the criminal folks.
I actually believe that is the supervisor of elections call, not the canvassing board call, because we're just here to canvass the votes, make sure that the voter intent is good, and make sure all ballots are good. But anything outside of that, to me, falls in the purview of the supervisor of elections. And she can decide to take any steps she deems necessary to handle this, but I think it's outside of the canvassing board. That's just my opinion.
It is something that we would refer to the Office of Election Crimes and Security to review, because they did attempt to vote twice. And that is a state agency that is under the Department of Division of Department of State.
Division of Elections.
I don't, it's connected to, but doesn't report to.
Okay.
So, their sole purpose is to investigate all referrals that come to their office.
So from my perspective, I think that's appropriate. Attorney has offered services should you need them. I would also like to just ask so that we get it on the record, those two ballots, one Democrat, one independent, did have overlapping races in them.
Correct. And only one, yes, no, but only one ballot got counted. The provisional did not, yes.
Understood, but it also doesn't count vote once. It doesn't define vote once.
Correct.
Casting, whether it's the casting of the ballot. So I just wanted to get it on the record.
Since it's not, voting's not defined, in my view, if I hand a ballot to staff,
Understood.
I voted, whether or not it's counted, I don't know that that would be permanent, whether or not.
Agreed.
Yes. Yes.
All right, thank
So,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
So, we are actually ready to transmit the
Okay.
unofficial and the final results to the state so that we can actually sign off on the unofficial and sign off on the certified results.
So we need our pins.
So we will take our red pens with us.
Call me tomorrow. We'll do that together. That was weird. Yeah, we'll do that one just together. But can you call me tomorrow?
I'll call you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Is morning better or afternoon?
Morning.
Okay.
Let's say like 10-ish.
Okay.
Did you have any questions or anything? Any questions for her?
What's that?
I don't know.
We get specific direction. We get specific. Very specific. And then it changes, they get specific. Oh, and they do it on a daily basis. You know, they do it on a daily basis. So if something changes, oh, no, they follow it. They follow it on a daily basis. So they have
And it's required. It's not followed. It's not very long.
oh, yeah. Because I mean, everybody is doing this. One of the things that we see in young people is their brothers, with values and Nobody gets 50 years. Otherwise, if you pick independent, then you get primary ballot for the independent party.
Yeah. Whatever. I don't know.
I was you know, whatever. And he was not, I think, that the most of the but it is really.
I could like your address. Just be worse. You know,
So, what do we do? So any settlement county would potentially try to cover, the city council, the school board, with, or something. So you have to say, we don't have all of them covered.
There's a lot of them. Every city, every county, special ones.
Show up, and we showed up,
That was nice.
and then we all left, and after that, she says, I can stay the rest of the day, because I'm a political person. Yeah.
It's kind of awkward.
Yes.
We really got to these. In 100 years, those people are from that class.
I'm signed up for it. I might get it. Yeah. It's fine.
You have the
I have the
official results.
first unofficial.
I have the
You should have the
first
second.
official, probably have second.
You have, yeah.
So I don't need the first, we're not signing the first unofficial.
I thought they said we need both. Okay, so you have the set that goes to this one, supervisor. Okay. Because this is the official result. And so you need this one to go with yours.
Those have two sets of signatures. So do they take red ink?
Yes. It doesn't go through a scanner. Our scanner is, has the, like the, it's not the ultraviolet, whatever it is. Okay, this one is done. I'm gonna paper clip it.
We don't stay.
Staples that.
We don't stay. Not this office.
Staplers if we had.
I don't.
Oh, no, no.
Whiteout is banned.
It's not
What is it? Oh, whiteout bank, yeah. Whiteout has no need in professional marketing anyways.
I don't even think we have any.
Oh, well.
I think I signed everything.
I think that this is
These two have been signed by all three of us.
That's your five. This one is done. Okay, so it looks like that was the election results reporting, is that correct?
That is correct.
And so, correspondence and communication, so the next scheduled canvassing board meeting will be held on Wednesday, August 26th, 2026 at 9 o'clock in the canvassing board. Do we have any public comments? If so, we would ask the Attorney Lanius if he would please read the public comment decorum statement.
There are no public comments, Judge. May I read the statement
Yes.
either way, just for completeness? 2026 Seminole County Canvas Board is not going to open the floor for public comment. Florida law requires members of the public to be given a reasonable opportunity to be heard on a proposition before the Board Commission. The 2026 Canvassing Board has adopted rules in compliance with Section 286.0114. Comments shall be limited to the designated public comment period and shall be limited to 2 minutes. Speakers shall state their name, address, and capacity in which they are appearing before the Canvassing Board. The Canvassing Board will not respond to comments as it is the opportunity to hear but not discuss concerns of the public. Judge, there are no members of the public that wish to speak at this time. But may I ask, Canvassing Board, are all of you scheduled to come on Tuesday?
Yes.
And Supervisor, do you think that we will be gone by, let's say, 2 on that day?
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
sorry. You'll have to go back to work.
Well, we'll see about that, Supervisor. But, but either way, Judge, I can forward it.
Okay, and, you mean Wednesday, right?
Wednesday, yes. yes, ma'am.
Okay,
My
I'm like,
fault,
wait a
that was
minute,
26th.
Tuesday.
Wednesday the
Something else
26th.
too, okay, all right, so, if I can, since there were no public comments, is there anything else that needs to be addressed before we adjourn? If I can get a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Second. Aye, all right, this meeting is adjourned at the 2026
Thank you.
August 20th meeting.